What is good, you guys? We're back with another video, and as you can see on the title and the thumbnail, we got a new series for y'all. We're gonna have two series for this summer, bro. We're gonna have Vibes Rewind. I just posted my first video about that about a week ago now, you know what I'm saying? And today we starting, you know what I'm saying, Fit and Film. It's my new draft series. I'm gonna be talking about up to 4 mock picks at a time, but today just one because the number 1 pick is the biggest pick, and just talking about the fit that they will be on in that team, like how they fit around the players that's already on that, what they bring to the squad, will it be a good fit in the end, all that type of stuff, and just showing y'all some film, analyzing their game as well throughout the video. So if you like that type of content, go ahead and like this up on the video if you haven't already. Let's get right into it. And obviously, if you're even a casual NBA fan at this point, you know as the draft lottery happened that Cade Cunningham is the consistent number 1 pick, and everybody in the lottery that had a good chance of getting Cade Cunningham in the number 1 overall pick was saying fade for Cade, all that type of stuff, trying to will the basketball gods for the number 1 pick because Cade Cunningham is that type of guy. He averaged 26 and 3.5 assists per game. Now, people are kind of surprised about the 3.5 assists per game number because he was touted as a really, really good passer coming out of high school. And if you look at something that says 3.5 assists and he's supposed to be a really, really good passer, kind of doesn't make sense. But don't let the stats fool you. Cade Cunningham, man, he makes his cross-court pass pretty easily at all times. Really good at making it, but Isaiah Kelly literally sells the highlight. Like, he's one of the most annoying players in the country. Another great pass on the pick and roll, not cross court, but that's on the dot, and bro sells the highlight. Another Oklahoma State sells the highlight once again. That may be a reason why he only averaged 3.5 assists. Another big plus of having somebody like Cade Cunningham is with his size, it just gives the coach so much more freedom to put whoever else you want in the starting lineup. For example, at Oklahoma State, they had a guy in Avery Anderson that was a shorter combo guard, you know what I'm saying? But since Cade Cunningham is so much bigger, he just let Cade Cunningham do his thing. Let Avery Anderson do his thing, be that scorer that he's supposed to be. Don't have to worry about guarding any bigger players, any of that. And in the NBA, I think it'll be the same thing for Dwayne Casey. A guy like Killian Hayes can fit right next to Cade Cunningham, and Cade Cunningham doesn't have to be the initiator at all times. You know why? Because you have guys like Killian Hayes, you have other guys that can really dominate the ball and are good in shot creation, like Saddiq Bey, getting better at that type of stuff. Jeremy Grant, the highest scorer on the team from last season, probably be the second option, or maybe the first option at the beginning of the season, a little bit scoring-wise, but will become the second option as times go on. But that is a big plus for Cade Cunningham coming into the league because a guy like Luka Doncic doesn't have a lot of other ball handlers around him. And he's coming in with another first-round pick before him that is supposed to be that playmaking point guard type of guy, and that's a huge plus for Cade Cunningham. And a guy like Saddiq Bey is known as a great shooter in this league already and was probably the best rookie shooter from last year's draft, and he will benefit a lot greatly from Cade Cunningham. Didn't have Killian Hayes that much throughout his rookie season, and still shot 38% from 3. Didn't have a great point guard throughout the whole season, and now he's going to have 2 decent young initiators coming into the league, you know what I'm saying, and Cade Cunningham and Killian Hayes. And Killian Hayes for real first rookie season because he just didn't play that much, and Cade Cunningham at 6'8", being able to pass the ball very well, although he only had 3.5 assists. I showed y'all why that may be a little skewed, and his assist numbers will probably look better in the league. But a guy like Saddiq Bey benefits, and also a guy like Jeremy Grant can fit back in to kind of his 3-and-D role, but still get some shot creation opportunities because this team is still not very, very good. You know what I'm saying? You got Cade Cunningham, which will take some shots away from him. Killian Hayes coming back, take a little bit more shots from him. Saddiq Bey becoming better and really showing how good he can be his rookie season and making himself more of a priority for the Detroit Pistons. That takes a couple shots away, but he's still gonna get his shot creation time. But also, he could probably get that 3-point percentage back up because he only shot 35% from 3 this year. But last year, he shot 38%, and his career high is 39%. So I feel like if he's getting more standstill, catch and shoot threes with these initiators coming back for the Detroit Pistons, he'll benefit greatly from that as well as Saddiq Bey. My real comp for Cade Cunningham is Ben Simmons with the jump shot, but he shows me at times he has Luka's shot creation in him at times. Do I think he's going to be as good as Luka? No. But in my opinion, he is a way better jump shooter than Ben Simmons coming into the league. And he's also a better defender and more observant on that end than Luka is coming into the league. So he kind of has the best. He's better at both of those guys' weaknesses, which will kind of put him in between those two guys as a comp. But just to be a little bit more subtle, because if you say, yeah, Cade Cunningham, next Luka, and he might be, but those comparisons just throw me off a little bit. They just seem like it's gonna take a lot for him to get to Luka. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he can be a Ben Simmons type guy with a jump shot, a little bit more aggressive, a decent defender, great passer. His build is more like Ben Simmons in my opinion, because Luka, although he is big, he's more, chubby. You know what I'm saying? Cade Cunningham is more like an actual shredded. Although Luka is strong, Cade Cunningham's build reminds me of Ben Simmons a little bit more, just shorter, because Ben Simmons is almost 7 foot. And it sucks that he can't shoot, because he'd be an insane player if he could. The Luka flashes that I see, the step back shot creation things that I'm talking about, just go get a bucket, bow. That's tough, man. Decent defense, like I said, a mix between Ben Simmons and Luka. This is the Luka part that I'm talking about, man. Mid-rangers have become very, very important again, in my opinion. Devin Booker, Chris Paul. It's just an important shot to hit. And Cade Cunningham got that in his bag as well. 3-level score, bow, cross. That's very, very tough. 90% of college players have some type of mental lapses on defense at times. But Cade Cunningham is not the worst at that type of stuff, and is actually a decent defender at times. Here is a great off-ball defense play, and gets fouled on the other end in transition. I know I'm talking about Luka and Ben Simmons in the comparison of them toward Cade, but it correlates and ties into how I think Cade Cunningham will most likely play in Detroit in the NBA. And another thing I want to talk about with that is, as a big guard, one of the things that you can do is post up a lot. And that's one of the things I'd love to in Dallas. You can see the poster behind me. I would love for Luka to post up more. But it's just, sometimes he just doesn't have the ball handlers on the court for him not to be on the ball on the perimeter. But Cade Cunningham has that, and a young guy in Killian Hayes, even a guy like Jeremy Grant, other guys to bring up the ball, Saban Lee off the bench. We have a lot of decent ball handlers, you know what I'm saying, on this team for Cade Cunningham to do some different stuff off ball. And when he could do that at Oklahoma State, he was really, really good at it. Here's an example of him getting an opportunity to post up out of the inbound, getting position on a kind of a smaller player, but not that small, and really just using his body, and one, big body. Another one of him just using his body and just sealing, bro, and more of a fade this time, but he can do that on some NBA players in the league. And these placements that he's in for as a screener in these sets is something I can really see him doing in the NBA. Let's go back for that one. You know what I'm saying? Just him doing this more and not having to be the ball handler at all times because he has more around him is going to be a plus for Cade Cunningham, like I've said multiple times in this vid. Alright guys, this is all I got for you guys today. The first episode of Fit and Film, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I went through Cade Cunningham's full game basically, and also talked to y'all how he would fit on the Detroit Pistons, because everybody is super excited in Detroit obviously, and I feel like with a video like this, y'all should probably be more excited because it's going to be a great fit down in Detroit. So if you like this type of content, go ahead and like and sub on the video if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.